Do an interlock retie with me. I start the process with washing my hair. It's not a deep wash day. It's not a deep condition day. It's not even a cleansing day. I only use this mane and tail 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner with tea tree oil for anti-dandruff. I use warm water mostly until the end, and then I'll use cool water. I make sure to focus mostly on my scalp and not on my locks, because I do not like to have like a lot of shampoo or product in my locks. So I focus mostly on the scalp, and I needed to look up in the mirror so I can make sure that all of my hair was saturated. Not my hair, my scalp was saturated with the shampoo. Here, I just make sure to rinse out the shampoo. I'm using um, mostly cool water, more like lukewarm water, not hot, not cold, just to get all of the soap out. And this is controversial. Most people say don't use a regular towel to dry your locks. Use a cotton microfiber or cotton shirt. But I don't tend to leave the towel on my head, so I just dry it to get it as dry as I can and be done with it. I'm not gonna go get a shirt when it takes 2 seconds to dry the water out of my hair. My hair does not retain water at all. Then I'm just getting out the supplies I need, clips, the little needle, and scissors, and a comb. This is a pack of needles I use. I get them from Walmart. And then I section my hair off. I section my hair, the front from the back. And I start in the front, or I start in the back, but I find that the front takes longer. So if I can knock the front out, I'll be good to go. I don't know why my front takes longer, but I know some people their back takes longer, but my front takes longer. I think I pay more attention to my parts because I can't see the back like that. So I'm just sectioning off the part that I'm finna work on here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I sometimes I use a comb, sometimes I don't. For the most part, I don't care about my parts being crisp as long as my locks aren't pulling hair from one another. My parts don't need to be crispy like braids. I don't use product because I don't want no buildup. If you look at my locks, I don't have a lot of buildup. If I do, I have like pieces of cotton that is rarely in my hair, but you'll see a little bit of that. I mean, that's a given, but I don't have a lot of I don't have no buildup, and I don't really get any stray items or things in my hair because I use a bonnet to sleep with, and I mostly just have my hair out with no product. If I use product, I use water, I use aloe, but I really just let my hair just do what it do. Okay, so let me show you how do you know which direction to go when you first do it. So if you look in here, you can see that there is a indentation in the middle going straight from front to back or back to front. So that means that my last rotation is going front to back or back to front. So you want to do the opposite of whatever it was going. So instead of going back to front, I'm going to go either up or down. So in this case, I'm going to go up to start. And then I'm going to go back to front. And then up to down. Front to back. Up, down to up. If it gets too stiff trying to go up, just move your needle down on the lock because it's probably just too thick to go through right there. And it's pretty close to the scalp, but I can move it up, move the last stitch up, lock up, and then I can go in one more time because I either want my locks falling back or down. So I just pull it in like that, and then I'm good to go. I'll show you again with not that lock. Oops. Yes. Okay. I got that. All right. Same thing. You see, there's a leg. There's two legs right there. Right here. Meaning I either went front to back or back to front. So I'm gonna go down to the top. Try to split it in the middle, and then back to front. Then top to bottom, front to back, down to up, back to front, top to bottom. And I don't have any more room to finish off from the front to the back, so I'll just leave it like that. That's how that goes. And I don't need my parts to be like crispy, so like I don't add product. And my roots are pretty much dry now. The ends, like where it's thick at, is still wet, but my roots are dry. So yeah, that's how I lock. I'll come back after the front is done. Finally, the finished product. Look how crisp it is without being too crisp. That's what I mean by like I don't need to use a comb. I didn't move any of the hair around to make those parts crisper or anything like that. Yeah, shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. The back, yeah, the back, it's still good. It's just not as crisp as the front, but I don't mind because I don't want my hair to be hurting, and I want to be able to lay down on my head right after interlock. And some people interlocks, they hurt afterwards. Hopefully yours don't.